Good Groundhog Day morning. I'm Adam Taylor with the Marmot Recovery Foundation, and Dr. Malcolm McCady is handling our marmots today. Thank you for joining us for this unusual Groundhog's Day ceremony. Today, Malcolm is going to be asking Vancouver Island Violet for her prognostication. Violet is a Vancouver Island marmot, the only mammal species endemic to British Columbia. There won't be any loud proclamations. In fact, Malcolm is going to keep things as quiet as possible. First, Malcolm is going to sort this group of marmots into release groups. While he does that, here's a bit of background on Violet and our Vancouver Island marmots. The term groundhog typically means a species of marmot in eastern North America, Marmot monax, or the woodchuck. In terms of Violet's groundhoggedness, she is a Vancouver Island marmot, Marmota vancouverensis, the closest relative of Marmot monax on Vancouver Island. Unfortunately, Vancouver Island Violet and her relatives are extremely rare. Vancouver Island marmots are the most endangered mammal in Canada. 20 years ago, fewer than 30 Vancouver Island marmots were left in the wild. Our mission is to recover the wild population of the Vancouver Island marmot. We do that by providing supplemental food, restoring habitat, moving wild marmots to ensure they have mating opportunities in natural habitat, and by breeding marmots in captivity and releasing young marmots back to the wild. Van Isle Violet is part of our captive breeding program here at the Tony Barrett Mount Washington Marmot Recovery Center. She is still young, but in the next year or two, we hope that Violet and her mate Philip will have pups. Those pups will stay with mom and dad until they are a year old, and then they will be released into the mountain meadows on Vancouver Island that are part of the marmot's natural habitat. Right now, Malcolm is sorting young marmots into release groups. These marmots will wake up from hibernation together and have an opportunity to bond before they are moved to their new homes in the wild. Now we know you all want to plan for your longer winter or early spring, so we will speed up the marmot sorting process and move on to Philip and Violet. First up is Philip. He doesn't appear interested in providing a prediction, just sleep. And finally, here she is. Vancouver Island Violet has been providing predictions since 2022, and so far, she is 2 for 2, successfully calling longer winters for both years. What is she going to predict this year? Malcolm is indicating she has seen her shadow. Impressive, really. Violet just looks sleepy to me, but Malcolm is the expert and in the room. 6 more weeks of winter for Violet, an opportunity perhaps to hibernate just a little bit longer. In fact, it looks like she's headed back to hibernation already. We consider that Violet might be a little bit biased.